afraid to go to court? What's happened to me? I certainly didn't lack any courage when I was going after your family.
Well, it took your whole life. Years and years of his and your husband's abuse to start behaving the way that you did. It wasn't as much courage as it was an attempt to please them.
Maybe that's one of my problems. But I feel like I always need some man to tell me what to do. No matter how awful they've been to me in the past.
I've never heard you talk about your mother. How come?
Perhaps because she would prefer not to talk about me. My mother is, well, let's just say that shallow is a kind way of describing her. All she ever cared about was fitting into the upper crust. When the next event or party would be taking place, how to guarantee that her picture would end up on the style pages, or when her next alimony check would arrive.
Where does she live?
Florida now. I'm afraid I embarrass her immensely.
Listen, Liza. Don't go up to Gloucester.
Oh, really? But it's okay for you to go up there with a restraining order on you. Do you hear yourself? Look, I've got to grow up. I got to take care of my own dirty work, and I can't rely on my big brother, okay?
You do have to grow up. You got responsibilities. What about Amanda?
What about her? She'll deal with it. Look, you might not have a wife yourself right now, but I don't think Liza was that happy when she left here.
What do you think you're getting?
You know what I'm getting at? I don't know if that's an old flame or a new spark, you know, kindling or whatever, but I think you owe her a little bit more than a throwaway apology for dragging her back into all of this.
Okay. Maybe you're right. Just take pity on your older brother, okay? Promise me. Promise me that you will not go tinkering around up in Massachusetts without giving me a heads up first.
I'll do that. I'll give you a heads up.
All right.
Been here
long enough. And we've had a huge upswing in the donations ever since they repeated the Africa special. I even had a call from really one of the top filmmakers wanting to watch all the B-roll to see if we can't do a sequel. And I'm working on some other projects, but really there is so much legal red tape, and I haven't found the right lawyer ever since Jackson left.
Well, that is just great, gal pal. And are you planning on ignoring the elephant in the room forever?
All right, I'll watch.
Hot diggity!
Alone.
Alone? What? No, that is not fair. No, come on. Oh, you know what you are? You are a party pooper. That's all I got to say, a party pooper. But I expect full disclosure. Full report, all the juicy details. You hear me?
Okay, I promise.
All right.
Opal, I meant what I said.
Hey.
Hey.
I was just wondering if maybe you want to watch a little TV.
I really appreciate you flying in for this, Doctor. I have a plane waiting to take us to Gloucester, if you still think you can help.
Well, everything you sent me indicates that she's a perfect candidate.
Good.
Does she understand the risks of the procedure?
She knows that there's a chance she might not make it. Now, what can we do to maximize her chances?
Well, as you know, state of mind plays a crucial role in a patient's ability to survive. I found that most patients who have been demoralized by what's happened to them are the ones who give up the quickest. There has to be a will to fight.
Oh, you don't have to worry about her on this front. I mean, this woman dreams about the day she can walk again.
How you guys have grown!
I can't believe it. How are Reese and Bianca?
Well, I just talked to them last week. They're doing great. I mean, other than it being a long, cold winter in Paris, they're good. I'm happy for them.
And for you guys.
Yeah, there's only one thing that's not okay. Fusion. I mean, it's not the same without you.
Well, now you're back, and the two of you can work your magic together.
I can't wait to get started.
There is someone you haven't asked about yet. Stop.
I don't want to talk about Ryan. I want to see it for myself. After being gone all this time, now I'll know if our love really is forever.